Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into our show. I really don't take it for granted. The anti-Ruto protest that took place in the CBD today was led by youths, and it was successful. And the one good thing about the demonstrations that took place today is that Raila Odinga was not part and parcel of it. And do you know what that means? It means that the government will not have any excuse that it was sponsored by Uhuru Kenyatta, that someone wants our businesses to collapse. If anything, our businesses collapsed long time ago. We also realized that the deputy president who used to criticize the demonstrations is quiet. We are waiting to hear any form of press conference or any attack from the government, because there was no any opposition leader that led the demonstrations. If there were any leaders, they just joined. It was peaceful, except for a few officers who just wanted to provoke those who are demonstrating without causing any harm. But then Central Police Station is releasing a statement that is really worrying, and Kenyans are very bad. I have read the sentiments that follows this information. Apparently, when those police officers are going on their duties, they are going to maintain law and order, which they don't even do. They simply go there to disperse those crowds. They are given live bullets. In the worst scenario, they can shoot when their lives are in danger. They're also given rubber bullets, and which is also very dangerous. And they are also given tear gas. That is the one that is commonly used. And apparently, there's a police officer who wanted to. Do we call it detonating it? Because there's a way they must open it and then they throw it, then it somehow explodes. That is how inatoa hiyo vitu machozi, hiyo moshi ambayo inakuasha. There's a police officer who was affected, and the tear gas exploded on him, and he lost his hands. And this is the information that we're receiving. Central Sub-County Central Police Station, 18th of June 2024. So that is today. Subject is injury to police officers. And then it says, please be informed that today, while engaging rioters who are protesting against Finance Bill 2024 within the CBD, the number is there, 2011-340680/243736, CI David Maina of RDU detonated a tear gas canister and delayed to release, thereby exploding in his hands. I think there's a period that you have to detonate it very fast. As a result, his two hands were severely injured from the wrist, losing both forearms. And there's another there called Mildred Amoit Elisha of Embakasi Police Station, Tasia Police Post, who was near him, sustained minor injuries on the chest. They were both rushed to Nairobi West Hospital, whereby CI David Maina was admitted and taken to theater, while the other officer is still under observation in the same facility. Progress report to follow. That is the situation, ladies and gentlemen. When I remember when I did my first video on this, I requested the police officers to understand that by the end we are all Kenyans. And when people go to the street to fight for the rights of all of us, even the policemen are included. The rate of suicide among our uniformed policemen is just too high. We are reminded of the one that shot the chief magistrate at Makadara. the policemen and women are really, really traumatized because I think life has just become very unbearable. So very, very unbearable. So when people go to the street, they should also understand that we are fighting for them. But sometimes it is difficult to balance between people who are fighting for you and the orders that have been given. It is good to be try to be in their shoes. What do you do when there is a command? Sometimes we are told shoot to kill, and I understand their fears. Now, what shocked me with this, the information is that that officer Maina has lost the forearms. From today henceforth, atakuwa mlemavu on duty. He woke up, maybe bid farewell to the wife and the family. Now he's in hospital, and by the time he's fully healed, he will not have his arms. But look at the kind of reply that people are giving. Kenyans, I think we have tolerated so much until we have become heartless because people still feel that they still remember how the policemen beat Azimio supporters on the streets, how sometimes policemen simply beat us or when they meet you with a little mistake. And this is what the Kenyans are saying, and you'll be shocked. Kenyans, some of the sentiments are, so he is not dead. That is one person asking. According to this person, that policeman should be dead. Yeye haoni, anasema sasa kwa nini mkono, angekufa tu. Another one is, and in fact, Francis Gaido, who released this information, is telling her, but he lost his forearms. Yeye anamwambia angekufa. Another person is saying, poetic justice right there. This person feels that that police officer was served, that was justice, because he would have used the same tear gas because I'm thinking if it didn't explode on him, it would have exploded on those who are demonstrating. So he feels that was justice. Another person took a screenshot of that photo and is saying, photo of the day. A photo of the day, that's something that has caused as a police officer to lose his forearms. And they're saying that is the photo of the day. They don't feel the pain at all. Another person is saying, he shouldn't die. Let him live armless so that it can be a constant reminder, even to his colleagues, not to disturb law-abiding citizens. I don't know your thoughts about that. I don't want to read all of them, but it's the sad state of affairs. Now, there's the last one that I want to read. Someone is saying that this was a screenshot that police are using expired tear gas canisters. Expired tear gas are more dangerous as the chemicals inside them can break down into cyanide oxide, chosegenes, and nitrogens. Also, they have the higher risk of faulty fuse and explosion. This person is trying to say that because sometimes back, there was this discussion that came when police officers were using tear gas and a canister and that water. You remember that water in the water cannon, and they were saying that the ones that they were using was kind of expired. It was not fit for human consumption. According to the World Health Organization, even the tear gas ile tunakunywa wakati tumeenda demonstration is supposed to meet certain standards. And there was this kind of argument that the government of the day was using expired tear gas, expired water. And it brings to our attention now that it exploded on a police officer. Are we using the best tools? Are we giving our police officers the best tools? Remember the question that Kenyans have been asking when we had rampant jet accidents, and people were asking, are we maintaining our jets? Because for our police officers and men in uniform to perform their duties well, they have to be protected just the same way we expect them to protect us, because the law provides that when they come to the streets when we are demonstrating, they must protect us, and they must also be protected, given the best gear, given the best clothes. Recently, when Kenya celebrated the Madaraka Day celebrations in Bungoma, we were told that police officers have not received their remunerations, the allowances that they were supposed to get. Others do not have the current required uniform. They had to borrow from other colleagues. Police is going through a lot of tough moments economically in terms of tools and gadgets that they're supposed to be using. And this one, if at all it is a Teargas canister that is expired, then it is wrong. Kithure Kindiki, this is the docket of Kithure Kindiki. The interior minister is in charge of the police. He should ensure that the police are paid, they have the best gadgets. And I remember William Ruto appointed David Maraga to head a committee that was looking into how to improve the affairs of the police, the prisons department at NYS. And that report came about and it touched on the remuneration and what they're going through. Sometimes they're working in hardship places and the remuneration is not coming the way it should be. It was said that they are not paid, their salary is not commensurate to the kind of job that they do. And this is why you've seen some policemen are hiring out their guns, some policemen are killing themselves, others are engaging in illicit activities. Of course, we do not tolerate, we do not support them, but something needs to be done. And to the police officers who go there with an intent of killing innocent Kenyans, it is wrong. Sometimes they go there and they want to protect their government. If you're a Kikuyu, you feel that because Rigathi is in parliament, he is a deputy president, now you're protecting your government. You're a Kale and you say that William Ruto is our man. Yet you're forgetting that all of us are Kenyans. In as much as you feel is your president or your deputy president or your minister, all of them are paid by taxpayers' money and all of us are taxpayers. So we should exercise a lot of restraint not to, kill or maim innocent Kenyans who are just but going about their duties. Like today, it has proved that Kenyans are always very peaceful. The demonstrations that went today were very, very peaceful. And we wish him quick recovery, the police officer, but others who are going there, because these demonstrations are not about to end. Kenyans are tired of the government. Let them not go there with an aim of killing innocent people. And let us also maintain the order that people maintain today, because Kenyans really went about their businesses today with a lot of restaurants. They were singing Ruto must go. We didn't see any innocent demonstrator, throwing stones or trying to provoke any police officer. And that is very commendable. And I know the government will not have any excuse ya kwamba Uhuru ana sponsor hii ama Raila or that. And Kenyans have realized that round hii ni wao wenyewe wanajipeleka kwa barabara.